feeling at like a spinal level what it means to be breathed by the universe. I have all the energy and more than I used to. But I find myself not even caring about eating. Now, having been through it, if I had to sum it up in one word, it would be awesome.
I learned from you how to trust my body, listen to it, live within it, let my mind cooperate with my mind. So that for me is a very significant change.
Just feeling so free, it's amazing to feel that freedom.
It feels like it's truly like the end of suffering.
No tengo ni un dolor. El ojo está flojo y lindo y por vos sos grande. Tienes energía, me diste mucha energía y mucha fuerza.
The mind has seen how I felt we all truly utterly create our own reality. I was just amazed by the amount of light that you transmit. So amazing.
Welcome, super welcome.
It's so good to be here with you on this beautiful, sunshiny Sunday morning. It's such an honor.
Yes, we have been so looking forward to be with you guys and to share an amazing experience. I know that you guys are excited as we do too, and we are going to take you to an amazing state of full completion, full well-being, feeling happy. So I want you to, as you get into the webinar, kind of recognize what is your state, recognize your mood, recognize how you feel, recognize if you have any pain or anything bothering you, because at the end of this seminar, you're going to feel way, way better. Really, really refreshed, enlightened, supercharged of energy, and as well, you're going to gain the tools to access a new and powerful source of energy every day of your life. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. For those of you who don't know or maybe new to our community, I am Camila and this is Akahi.
Yes.
And today we have this amazing webinar set out for you all about Breatharianism. So we will be touching upon pretty much every single aspect, dissecting what it is, what it means, who it's for, how it works. And so, yeah, this is an info-packed webinar, all designed for you to be very easy to understand, very applicable to your life in whatever circumstance you encounter yourself in. And so it's all for you.
Yeah, so please, just first, before we start, let us know how is the sound, how is the quality of the transmission of the webinar, so we can go freely without thinking about any system stuff, yeah? So please tell us how you hear us. It is okay, the sound?
Can you see us well?
We are checking here your comments so we can be in tune with you guys. Hello, Julie, Madeline, Jenna,
Lena, oh, so
Samuel,
good.
Swapna,
Sound is great, quality
Lena,
is good.
Samuel.
Perfect. Okay.
Super. Oh, so nice to see you guys. We are just beginning and we are already more than 100 people. It's just the beginning. So I hope more and more people join us today, and as well you can watch the replay. Yeah. But it's better that you stay with us now here so you can make us questions. If you have any thought, any insight about all these webinars that we want to share and the different topics that we want to speak through, this is an awesome opportunity for you to clarify all your doubts about pranic living and breatharianism. Yeah. Hello, Nomin, Robert, Lucy, Kumara, Sona, Daniel, Johan. Super cool to be with you guys.
Perfect to know that all of the technical is out of the way and working well, so we can jump right into the content of this awesome webinar.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay, so this seminar is about Breatharianism, Pranic Living, all you need to know about it. Yeah, there are so much different definitions of it, so much different ideas, some older information also that was developed, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that do not match the actual evolution of pranic living, because now has taken a significant space in our world, and people is daily and oftenly entering into the pranic state, and you can do it too. You can also learn how to nourish your body, nourish your mind, nourish your emotions, your soul, with a new and powerful source of energy. That is what we are calling prana. And as we're going to continue into different topics of this amazing conversation. So first, what is Breatharianism in this actual time of humanity, and how has been evolved? First, let's talk a little bit about the history also. Yeah? As you might have read or hear, fasting and connecting with the energy of the elements of nature has been a practice that has been developed many years ago, hundreds of years, or even thousands of years ago. There are many books, many scriptures of this world in which they talk, for example, of Jesus. They also talk about Buddha, as well other masters that went through long periods of fasting. They went to the hills, to the forest, to places that they felt the natural elements were inviting, with the intention to understand that there was another source of life, to connect with those elements, with those energies. All these masters, when they used Breatharianism in the ancient times, it was with the intention to access the most pure state. When they did it, they wanted to really found enlightenment, to really go beyond the matter and to understand the non-physical energy, the energy of the great spirit, the energy of God in some cases, the energy of prana in other cases, the energy of the supreme, to purify their body, to discover their own ego. So it was like a transformational experience, an enlightening and life-changing experience for these masters and those ages and generations too. So in these times, in this modern time, pranic living has developed into a way, a form of nourishment in which the fundamental tool is the conscious breathing. To be all the time in permanent awareness of the breath. When we are in awareness of the breath, we are in awareness of the energy that flows through our breath. And as we tap into that energy, we begin to receive that energy and to embrace it into our life. And this energy will take us to amazing states of consciousness. So pranic living in this moment is for us an opportunity to learn how to nourish our bodies with energies from nature, from the sun, from the water, from the air, from the earth, because all of these natural elemental energies are here for us to create the perfect and rich environment that is filled with energy.
So this could bring us to our next topic, right? About what is prana, because we talk about the energy in the breath and receiving that energy and having it utilized for our health and our well-being. But there is different words utilized to kind of define this energy. For example, prana is the Sanskrit word for life force. This word is also translated in Chinese. It is the qi. They say that in ancient Germany, it was referred to as od. So in all different cultures across the world, it is a timeless recognition that this life force energy exists and that we as human beings are interacting with it all of the time. If we are to define more what prana is, it is specifically the life force energy that sustains every object within the universe, every living being, and also inanimate objects. We as humans receive this through the breath, the air. This breathing mechanism is the way that we can most precisely receive this energy and have it be absorbed through every cell in our body systems, specifically through our respiratory system. Because as we breathe, the air or the life force energy physically enters into our lungs, passes to our heart, our brain, and then is distributed throughout every system in our body. Our nervous system has the capacity to distribute it to all of the nerve endings. And so every muscle, every cell, every joint, every organ, every bone is actually, through every breath, being nourished by prana. We can also see what an important mechanism or interaction we have with the prana, because when we're born, the first thing that we do is breathe. So there is really no clearer demonstration to us as human beings of the power of the breath and the utilization and the consciousness of the prana and our relationship with it than this. The fact that newborn babies nourish themselves through that first breath and activate actually all of the senses in the body. And this is the most important primordial mechanism that we have. We observe through this consciousness and this relationship that we create with the prana, the development of breatharianism. So actually, the breatharian state is our natural state. It is the state of being connected to the breath, to the prana, and utilizing that for our highest well-being, to heal, to filter, to nourish. It has so many functions.
Yeah, I mean, we have discovered so much stuff with our own family and with the people that we share this around the world. So much transformations, healings, empowerments that are really incredible, extraordinary. So now you know, first steps, pranic living, breatharianism, the same stuff. Some people also, sometimes they ask, how I know if this is right for me. The best way to know if pranic living it is okay for you, it is the right path for you, is when you feel it in your heart. Your diet is changing, your mindset, your belief system. You feel that there is some changes on you. You feel a call to experience something greater. You feel your spiritual force ready for the next level. Or maybe you have been doing practices of spirituality or meditation or diets that are connected with energy, and those are leading you to the next state. Yeah. So you might feel like an inner call, an inner curiosity, a unknown attraction to discover this. Yeah. When you feel that kind of inner call, is because somehow you are ready.
Some examples of your heart telling you that this is right for you is if you observe yourself in your daily life encountering maybe challenges that you had previously dealt with in a certain way, but you find yourself kind of going beyond your perceived limitations and actually confronting those challenges or those circumstances from a more mindful way, from a place of maybe more love or more compassion. Also physical changes. If you feel like you're less attracted to denser foods and you feel kind of more of a calling to discover different types of nourishment and maybe more living foods, that's another great indication that you are taking steps in your own evolution, that your consciousness is actually by itself taking you to the next step to discover the breatharian state.
If you are here and you are in this webinar, it means that you are following your call.
You are ready.
You are already beginning your journey or in your journey to pranic living, and that is wonderful. But maybe you are here to get some clarification, or just you are the first time that you are in such environment talking about pranic living, openly, and we want you to experience what it feels this to.
It's important to have the theory and the practice. So that's what we're going to give you. So the next point would be, what is the process of transformation? to
Yeah.
pranic living.
What kind of processes, what occurs in our body when we are transforming into pranic living? Well, there's different aspects of that transformation. The transformation of the physical body is one part. The body detoxifies from very deep layers of toxins. So deep in the core of our cells and DNA that finally, as we are not eating through these processes, through these transformations, the body has finally the chance to focus in itself and to find those toxins that are the most damaging. Yeah, and when the body intelligence finds those toxins that are the most damaging, it begins to pull the toxins out of the systems.
Because we, in those times of not eating on a regular schedule and kind of like feeding the hunger that the physical body feels when it is on the habitual schedule of eating, all of the cells kind of go into a little bit of chaos because they're not following the same schedule. And so all of that maybe built up toxicity or information that is so carried deep down within them is entering into that state of chaos and actually kind of getting now the opportunity to show itself, to expulse itself. And that's when the body gets rid of it.
Yeah, the ways how the body gets rid of it is different for every person. The deep transformation of the body, depending how much toxicity you have in your body. You have been eating healthy foods, or you have metals in your body or in your blood or in your systems. Depends on that, the different transformation of the body. But basically what the body does in this transformation is to detoxify deeply to the core. Yeah, and it's wonderful because not only the cells clean from the core, but also the liquids of the body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because as you know, our body is made of 60% to 70% liquid. Yeah, but all that liquid can be toxic too. As we eat toxic foods, or people eat toxic foods, or they have toxic thoughts, can also add that toxicity to the food. See, and that toxicity becomes part of the liquids of the body. And that is why sometimes the body cannot heal, because even that the cells regenerate constantly, the cells will be swimming in a liquid environment that is toxic. So they cannot completely heal. It helps the body to release all those toxic liquids, to empty the body from that toxicity, and then your body have a space to receive new fresh liquids. Yeah? And those fresh liquids are going to reinforce your cells so they can heal and rejuvenate and improve faster.
It's an actual physical body reset.
Yeah.
And science is proving this. There are many studies that have been done on the benefits of fasting. But this is actually a different way of fasting.
So, for example, in the mind, also there is a deep transformation that occurs while undergoing the process of transformation to pranic living. For example, you used to think that you cannot be without half day without food, or you used to believe that you cannot be one day without food or without liquids. Yeah. So that was a belief system that was before. But after you go through the transformational process to living on light, in these processes, the one that we teach and what we share around the world is so amazing that after we experience the fasting in these transformational processes, your mind will no longer think that cannot be more than one day without food. You know what I mean? Your mind will now change and know that it is okay to be without food too.
It will recognize that it's gone beyond a perceived limitation, and it will, in that way, kind of break through a barrier, creating more mental space for new possibilities.
Exactly. Just that little detail. Before was impossible, now is possible. Yeah. But as you change in just one fact, that was the capacity to be without food for one day, the mind will change also in many other levels.
Exactly. It will reevaluate its entire belief system, what it thought was possible, what it believed.
Yeah. So for example, you will begin to change your mind. The mind will change and will begin to understand how the negative thoughts have been affecting the body, the mind, and the reality. Yeah. As we transform through these processes, our mind gets to release the overload of toxic thoughts, because also, our mind is receiving constantly information from all these different sources: television, conversations, people,
newspaper.
So much sources of information. So the mind keeps holding that information. And in many cases, the overload of information can be also toxic. Yeah? Can create anxiety, can create confusion.
And it can be that you adopt thoughts that maybe aren't even your own.
Yeah.
And this detoxification of the mind will allow you to decipher what is the information in your mind or the thoughts that are circulating in your mind that are yours authentically, that you create, and what is all of maybe that large overload of information that you've just been carrying around, things that you've believed, that you've thought were true, that someone told you because they thought it was true. You will eliminate a huge amount of confusion.
So many.
Well, and even us, we've experienced our own transformation, and that's why we feel like it is so powerful and important to share with the world, because it's something that everyone can achieve.
So the mind has the opportunity to relax and to relieve all the overload of information and go back to its natural priorities. Mm-hmm. What is the real priority in your mind? What is the best thing that you can do now in your life? And you have better time to have decisions. You have your mind with mental capacity to have better decisions, better thoughts, and to understand the information that comes to you in a new way and refine that information and just accept that information that is positive for you. Next point would be emotion. Yeah, because there is a lot of emotional transformation also.
Our emotions also are such a huge part of this purification, and the way that we feel, the feelings that we also allow ourselves to transit through. All of this begins to also detoxify. As we also recognize that as humans, there is a great emotional attachment to the act of eating and the act of nourishing ourselves with physical food. When we sort of eliminate that act for a day or 2 days, we are able to observe just how much of the hunger that we feel, the physical hunger, is actually an emotional hunger. It is created by this sort of habit of looking to the food or the physical nourishment as something to repress our emotions or to kind of not feel what is actually wanting to come up in that moment. When we give ourselves finally the opportunity to kind of let that habit go for, even if it's just a few hours to begin with or a day to begin with, we can really see just how often throughout the day we are going to that physical food to cover up what we don't want to feel. So this is actually an incredibly important part of the detoxification process, because when you eat something in a state of sadness or anger or upset, you're not actually eating whatever it is that you have in front of you, but you are really ingesting that emotion. It would be amazing if every time you ate, you were feeling happy and joyous and in your best state, because then, yes, you would be eating that amazing high state feeling. But it's not always the case. It's so common, and that's why there are so many cases of obesity or chronic illness, because it is a habit, a lifetime of covering emotions and eating actually that same emotion. And so your body is having to not only process the physical food that you've eaten, but actually that kind of toxic emotion that you've just put into it. And so this detoxification process also reaches your mind and your physical body as you detox your emotions, because it is probably one of the most profound parts of the detox. We also get to the healing of traumas or experiences or generational information that we've been carrying. All of this is kind of stored in the emotional body or part of ourselves. And this is where the purification gets really interesting and extremely profound.
As we breathe, as we really go into those emotions, we have to face those emotions. We have to shake hands with those emotions. Sometimes we have memories or traumas or things that people have experienced in their life. And through this process of transformation of the emotional body, we have the capacity to see those emotions and to not be afraid or to not be victim of those emotions, but instead of that, having the capacity to finally shake hands with those aspects of us so that our emotional body feels better, feels clean, feels in the perfect state. Yeah. So that's other aspect of this transformation that occurs in our whole being, body, mind, emotions, and as well in our energy body, in our soul spirit. That is an amazing transformation too. And as we transform into pranic living, we become aware of how our soul is always there for us as a source of light and compassion and understanding. We came across our own energy. We learned to transform ourselves to a state in which we see ourselves as energy beings, as energy bodies. And just by having that very gentle transformation from a physical body to an energy body, you are evolving in consciousness. Because by doing so, you can understand that there is energy in every other being, that there is energy in the nature, there is energy in all this beautiful planet, in so many sources of energy. So when we recognize our own spiritual energy, we are able to see energy in all things. And that is another part of this transformation.
So it gives you the opportunity also in that kind of culmination of the full detoxification process to come back to your true nature and your true essence. And so it may sound very complex as we go through the detoxification of the physical body, the mind, the emotions, the soul, but it's actually very practical. And you can observe it through, for example, if you have come to that place of all down the line, the whole detoxification process, and you've returned to that centered state of confidence, of harmony, of love within yourself, you can interact with the world from that state. You can be and you can live from your soul expression. And that is a beautiful thing, because other people who maybe haven't encountered that in themselves yet will see that and feel like, wow, I don't understand what that person did, but that is a special being. And so your nature will naturally influence and be a healing presence in the world.
Yeah. And, the transformation is always the right transformation that has to be for you. Exactly. Because your body is intelligent. So as you undergo the transformation, it will find a way how to make it easy. Even that, it is our body, our mind, our emotions, our soul that are being cleansed. At the same way, this happens in a very gentle way, very organic way that is body friendly. You guys are sharing many awesome stuff. You have some questions.
Oh, that's so
good. Super good. We're going to go through these questions also, yeah?
Yeah.
What is the method to go into the pranic state in a way that is secure, safe? Is the process, that is the method to transform the body into pranic living in an easy way that is body friendly and enjoyable, and that in which the detoxification process is also very calm, very peaceful, without too extreme symptoms. Because it's important to transition into pranic living in a way that is enjoyable. So your body, your being, it holds a good memory about it, instead of being a traumatic experience of going through a long fasting period and being close to death. No, you avoid that. You go to something that is safe, something that allows you to relax into the experience and that you can enjoy and have a good memory of that. Because when your body builds a good memory of the transformation to pranic living, it will be established. It will be forever. It will be concrete. Yeah. So the AD process was created 10 years ago, and we have been teaching it for the last 9 years. We have so many people around the world that have received the process. There are so many healings that this process has offered to the world. If you want to know more about the testimonials or the people that have undergone the process, then please visit our website so you can check these amazing videos in which people talk about their experience. In the 8-day process is 3 days of dry fast that are connected with other 5 days of drinking juices. The whole transformation occurs. In just 3 days, your body goes deep into your core cellular structure to detoxify. As well, it cleanses our mind, our emotions, but in a way that is so gentle, so easy, that you don't even feel the symptoms of detoxification. And if you feel them, will be slight, will be gentle, will not be radical or intense.
And maybe it will actually be enjoyable because you feel like, okay, it's happening.
I will later show you some images of the experiments that we did in our bodies and as well in participants, so you can see how it was before and after the process, how their body healed and their energy changed. We're going to have a short slide show presentation in a few minutes in this webinar, and you will learn about those experiments. Yeah. As well, Camila, because she's a woman, she had been accompanying this evolutionary process for all these years, and she has focused only in women. Her work has been focused only in women because there is a difference also between the man's body and the woman's body in the transformation to pranic living. And she created the Pranic Woman program that is fully designed only for women.
Mm-hmm. The essence of the 8-day process and the Pranic Woman program is very similar because as we have, like Akahi said, experienced this whole transformational process together and developed these techniques together. But yes, I as a woman had a different kind of purification process than I observed in him. And this process and the techniques and the exercises that we implement in the Pranic Woman program are all designed with the female anatomy as the base of the teachings. And so we also work profoundly with the purification of the reproductive system as the energetic center of our bodies. In this way, we also experience generational healing, and we can kind of cut the chain of the past karmas to create a clean and more pure generation if we so wish to. The program is for women of all ages. I have worked with teenagers, aspiring mothers in postpartum, actually in pregnancy, women who are not interested in being mothers, people who are in premenopause, postmenopause, grandmothers, or older women who have not had children. So this is actually for every woman to experience the breatharian state in a way that is perfectly constructed for our bodies and our kind of cyclical nature. So actually, in this later in the webinar, you will find an opportunity to sign up for a webinar that I will be sharing for women in the end of May. So I invite you also, we'll have a chance later on to sign up for that.
Remember, Breatharianism used to be used by the greatest masters of this planet to reach the supreme state, to reach the maximum state of evolution and enlightenment. And now you can gain the same, but in this new modern way of accessing the same states. Yeah. Only 8 days or the Pranic Woman program with Camila will be enough for you to connect with this energy, to understand how good it feels and to receive the benefits. And by doing so, you will gain all the tools, all the techniques for you to continue applying and being higher and higher in energy, because we will give you the techniques for you to learn to raise your energy 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and then you will create a pattern.
Exactly.
You will stabilize your energy high, and when you are there, is forever, because every breath is going to maintain it there. It's like a dynamo, self-nourishing mechanism within our body that increases the energy with every breath that we take. Let's talk about a little bit about the food. aspect, because many of the topic related to pranic living and breatharianism is also connected to our ability to experience the true food freedom. Yeah.
It's also an important topic, this, with the food.
First of all, it's important to clarify that breatharianism or pranic living is not a practice to stop eating. Yeah, because there is no need for us to stop eating if we can enjoy this amazing energy all the time and have it with in our lives, in our bodies, expanding our joy, our consciousness, our creativity. We have this energy in us. It's okay. But as well, we can enjoy food if we want, because when the energy flows forever and will not stop because you eat or not. Yeah, and that's actually the true freedom, or the food freedom, in which you don't need food because you have the energy. You know that you don't need it because you have show your own body that it's okay to be 1, 2, 3 days without eating or more. So you don't need it. But you can also enjoy it because you can.
Also, actually, when you enter into this state of breatharianism and you are, like we clarified in the beginning, living that relationship with the prana and aware that with every breathing mechanism, the prana is actually nourishing your body and your cells. Once you're in that state, your actions and the things that you do also happen in line with that state of internal nourishment. And so whether you choose not to eat or you choose to eat, you will be nourished. And in the case that you do choose to eat, you will actually be not taking away from your body or kind of like downgrading your evolutionary state, but you will be just utilizing another tool for your enjoyment, to contribute to your happiness and to also give your physical body what it maybe wants or needs in that moment. It's important, I think, to clarify that if you choose not to eat or if you choose to eat, you can still be in this breatharian path. You can still embody what is pranic living. And in that way, you create a wholesome and very balanced understanding and manifestation of what it is. If you also would like to try to share your experience with your family members or your friends, they will be able to more easily understand what it is because they will see that balance in you.
Food is something that the earth is providing us as a wonderful gift, and we have the capacity to enjoy it. All of us, yeah. But when we have another extra source of energy, we don't depend on that food to be alive. Yeah? You don't need it to be alive. You only have it there as another part of the diversity of this planet. The planet has a lot of diversity, yeah, and food is one more of the diversity that we can choose and enjoy from a place of energetic connection.
Each person also has their own unique way of embodying the pranic living consciousness. And so it's important that you not compare yourself to others or try to achieve something that someone else has lived naturally. It's really important to just live it at your own pace, free of judgment upon yourself or upon others, just to allow for it to manifest in you and to heal you and to fill you up in your own natural way. We have had our own personal experiences in breatharianism, but that's not to say that yours will be the same as ours, and so that's also really beautiful to embrace that we are each part of this unique diversity representing a different element of it, and all of our journeys will be different, and that's what makes it so powerful.
So always keep in mind, Breatharianism is a way of energetic nourishment in which we use the breathing as a fundamental tool to be all the time, constantly aware of the energy through the breath. Yeah, that by saying so, you understand that Breatharianism is not about stopping. It's about consciousness of the breath, about you being aware of the energy that is all the time flowing through your being through the breath.
Actually, the less you focus on the topic of the food, the more space you have to be present with the breath, to be present with your experiences, and that aspect will naturally unfold in its own way.
Yeah, and that's what I have found also by sharing the process, is that the people that is more focused in to stop eating, they are the ones that ended up going back to eating sooner, because their mind is so focused into food.
Also, it creates an inner conflict, in judging yourself if you want to eat, if you do eat. And that's not at all what this is about. This is about pure freedom. This is about feeling good, about feeling happy, about feeling empowered. And so to take away the pressure of you have to stop eating to be breatharian, let go of that. Just forget about it. Good.
So take it easy. Take it easy. Take the path easy. Do not force yourself.
So who's ready for some practice?
You ready for some practice?
What do you think?
I'm ready, yeah. What time is it? Okay, we start at 10, and now it's 11:15, almost, so yeah, it's time to breathe.
Time.
So are you wanting to go into the practice to feel it in your own body so that you can really get to know what is prana?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me,
I know it.
The time passes. Franco is ready.
Yeah, that's right.
June is ready too. So much beautiful people. Thank you for coming, Anna, Crystal, Cheryl.
So good. It's so good.
I can read your comments also. Wow, so much questions, guys. This is awesome.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
We will surely have time for some of the questions, and then we will definitely continue with the follow-up to this webinar.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. We are, gathering back the tribe. We were living in South America for almost 2 years. Now we are back in California. We're going to stay here in California. So we're kind of connecting back, with our people, connecting with you guys, so we can begin a new phase of this work that we are doing. Yeah. And our battery is almost running out.
Yeah, we are also family, so like everyone, we have so many things going on.
Yeah.
So fun to be back.
Awesome stuff, yeah. So we want to be here in California, and we want to keep sharing these kind of webinars and interactions with you guys. This is the first, as I said, we are connecting back with all of you guys. We have been missing you guys a lot. We've been very busy lately, taking care of our family, our kids, and all the responsibilities that includes to be parents. But now
give 100% too,
Yeah. But now our kids are a little bit bigger, almost 8 and almost 4, so they can handle it a little bit more. So we are again going back to have more free time and more capacity to focus in this that we also love, because this is what we love to share with you guys. Okay, so let's go to the practice. Pranic breathing. I'm going to teach you a technique that you can get energy in less than 1 minute. So now focus on me and let's do this practice, yeah? First, look how I breathe it. I'm going to start breathing through the mouth, opening my mouth and relaxing my throat. We can open our throat all the way, or we can also close our throat. The idea is to not be all the way open or not all the way closed. Just relax your throat for a big amount of energy to flow through your throat. Yeah, so you will breathe through the mouth. Okay, but then we're going to begin to inhale deeply and fast just before we finish the exhalation. So we are going to inhale and then exhale through the mouth, 90% of air. And just before we finish, we inhale deeply again through the mouth. Fast and deep inhalation and regular exhalation through the mouth. You got it? Yeah, you see what I'm doing? 90% exhalation, and then inhalation deeply. Okay? Now let's do it all together. But we are going to begin to do it faster and faster, and I will guide you step by step. It's going to take us just 1 minute, okay? So we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply through the mouth. And now exhale 90%. And before you finish your exhalation, inhale deeply again through the mouth. And now we're going to go faster. And when you feel boosted, when you feel charged with energy, then you will relax your breathing, and then you will exhale. And just holding the right amount of air in your body to feel comfortable, then you will relax and stop breathing. Yes. And relax in the breathless for a few seconds. Just be there. And just feel the energy in your body. Maybe you feel tingling or soft vibration or any other kind of sensation of energy flowing through your body. Just be with that sensation. When you feel ready to breathe again, you're going to breathe naturally through the nose and go back to breathing and just notice your energy. Notice if there is any change in your aura. Notice if there is any change in your mood, in your state of being. You may feel already something different in your body. You might feel like a increased energy. Okay? It was just 1 minute. Now let's do it again. Okay? Now that you have learned the technique, let's do it together. And let's take it to a deeper level. Let's increase our energy even more. Okay? So, get ready, prepare to repeat this sequence. One more time. In 3, 2, 1. Breathing through your lungs, through your chest. Expanding your lungs all the way. faster. And when you feel satisfied, when you feel complete, boosted with energy, then you will exhale. And just hold the right amount of air for you to be comfortable, and then relax and stop breathing for as long as you want. And just feel the energy in your body. More oxygen, more energy, more information of wellness occupying you. Notice also how this breathing practice is leading you effortlessly to a deep state of meditation. The connection with prana is leading you to feel the deep peace, the mental silence, and your energy centers are reshaping, reorganizing. Give some time to integrate, and when you feel ready to breathe, just breathe. You can breathe in the breathless for as long as you want. Just notice the sensations of energy beginning to manifest in your body. Wonderful. Just a little taste for you to understand how prana works in your body and how nice it feels to have this amazing energy in our lives. Okay, now please tell me how you feel. How was the experience? Just write a little bit about what you feel after this short practice, okay? Mm-hmm. What else?
Why is it important to stop breathing, energy uplifting, relaxed,
Okay, so energy upgrade, blissful, relaxation, and amazing states of being just by connecting with the prana for a short time. Imagine your whole life. Just by you connecting for this 1 minute, your whole body is changing. Your energy centers are changing. They are adapting. Imagine to be 8 days, immersed every day, embrace, sustain in this energy. Your whole life will be affected, not only your body, but your whole life will be touched by this amazing transformational energy of well-being. Okay, the second practice, what about something to nourish body and mind? This is a technique that we're going to share that is to breathe body and mind at the same time. Yeah. So in this breathing, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Yeah. But when we inhale, we are going to separate our inhalation into 2 parts. Body, mind, exhale. Yeah, you got it? So as we inhale, yeah, again, just look at me how I do it. First part for the body, second part for the mind, and then exhale. Okay, so we're going to do it 10 times. And after we do 10 times, we're gonna just relax and notice the buildup of energy, okay? So let's begin. In 3, 2, 1, inhaling through the nose, half for your body, and then for your mind. And then exhale through the mouth. You can use your hands or not. Continue breathing naturally, but just feel the buildup of energy. You might feel also very soft and calm and peaceful. Now you got it. Let's do it again. One more time. This time fully focused so you can get the best out of this short practice. Okay? Let's begin again in 3, 2, 1. As we inhale, we separate our inhalation in 2 parts from the nose. Full focus in your breathing, expanding your lungs and chest. Body, mind, body, mind, body, mind, body, mind, body, mind. And when you finish your 10th breath, just relax and feel your energy. Notice your mind, notice your body. How is going for you guys? Please type something. How you feel after this practice? Catriona, you are floating. Lucy, you feel fantastic. Amazing moment. Cool, Julie. A lot of peace. Beautiful. Vibration through the body. High vibration through the body. You are now full, Julie. So beautiful. So beautiful. This is this is the best for us, to have your feedback, to know that what we are doing is working for you. It's the best, you know.
It makes you yawn. Yeah, oftentimes the yawning is like
The cleansing.
yeah, you know, like stagnant energy that's been lodged in your body in different places. And when you really oxygenate the body, it's reaching all of those places and kind of pushing it out.
Keep sharing more. Robert is very calm and peaceful. And down a little calm too. Feeling spacious, full, alive. More clarity in my head and settledness. Beautiful. Awesome, guys. Thank you for sharing your feedback with us. So these are just tastes of what is the true pranic living state. And this is what makes the 8-day process so special, and Camila's Pranic Woman program so special and so unique, and that everybody wants to learn from it and create programs based on the techniques of the 8-day process, is because the techniques that we have developed are so easy, so real. They work so well, without doubt. They are so guaranteed that you can easily transition to pranic living through this program. You see, it's because of this. And also, these techniques that you are now getting to discover is what makes this program so special. Because these techniques help the whole transformation to be so gentle and body-friendly and without detoxification symptoms, because we have these pranic breathing practices that are nourishing us through the experience of not eating for a few days. Yeah? So instead of being in a fast in which your body feels all the detoxification symptoms, in our processes, we have these techniques to help you go through your process having energy, feeling calm, feeling blissful, feeling happy, feeling complete, feeling that you are in the right place in the right time, you see? And when you have these tools, these good feelings, and this amazing energy flowing while you are fasting, it's so easy to go to the fast and to go beyond the flexibility of your limits and to show to your own body and to your own being that it's okay to be also without food. There is no danger in being without food, that everything is okay, that you have another powerful source of energy nourishing you. Okay, let's clarify, because there is a question like Frank Coesi said, I'm not a woman. If you are asking me if there is a 8-day process also open for men, actually, yeah, and this is good to clarify.
Yes.
The 8-day process, the actual 8-day process is for everybody, men's and women's, kids, older people, all physical condition and ages, for men's and women's, the 8-day process. Now, other program is Camila's program, that is Pranic Woman program. It's a program that is designed only for women. Yeah? So these two different programs, but with the same energy, the same love, the same spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Similar techniques and also different ones incorporated into the Pranic Woman program that are, like I mentioned before, tailored to the feminine anatomy.
Okay, so the process for everyone, and Camila's program only for women.
For every woman.
We are so happy that you are here with us. But before we finish, we want to give you the chance for you guys to really take this home, because this is just a little taste. And now you can take this home and begin practicing and integrating this into your life from today. Mm-hmm. Any state that you are, doesn't matter if you are in any kind of diet, or you feel that your body is kind of not strong or not healthy, or you feel mentally confused, or any state that you are, you have the chance to use our courses to take you from that place to a place of completion, to a place in which you feel in control of your life, in control of your energy. When we get control of our energy, we are so powerful, unstoppable, because we have the control of our own energy, our own life, and our own future. We can create it because we are in control of that. Yeah. So for that, we have made for you guys available the 2 online courses. We have 2 online courses. Camila's Pranic Woman program designed only for women.
It's a 4-week program.
And as well, you have the chance to get the video course of the 8-day process now with you. 2 video courses that normally Camila's cost $300, and the 8-day process video course online, it costs $200. That would be $500 together. We're giving you both for $100, no, less than $100, just less than that. Can you imagine? It's $97 for both video courses. So to get that, go to the little place in your chat in which, oh, there it is already. I can see it.
There it is.
And just click there straight and buy it now, and you will automatically receive emails with the information to access the video courses. Yeah.
Your login information, and it's very user friendly. They're embedded into our websites, and so you can really easily navigate and inform yourself, and then participate in the daily exercises and programs.
But let me tell you what you get with these courses. Yeah, you get. First of all, you get with Camila, you get like 10 videos.
15
videos.
15
With Akahi, you get also like 20 videos. In my video course, there's 20 videos. As well, you get audio sessions of the breathing techniques, so you can listen in your phone or in your car. You will also get the book, so you can read the book and understand better what is this and how it started, what is the true Breatharian state, and learn more about by reading. You have also access to a huge community of people all over the world that is also doing the video course now. Now people is doing it in this very moment around the world. And you can join the group of people and share with them and interact and learn from each other in your evolutionary pranic living transition. And as well, constantly you will be part of our next webinars. You will be a member in which you will have VIP access to private events and gatherings. So there's a lot of amazing stuff in our video courses. But the most important thing is that you're gonna have all the tools that you require to understand, to comprehend, and to begin your journey into the Breatharian state. So go ahead now and take advantage of this. Get it. This opportunity is only here in the webinar, so we're gonna give you guys some time.
Just to clarify, it's the courses aren't on DVD. They're actually on our website. So once you subscribe, then you get your username and your login, and it's just like, for example, signing into your email. You enter in your username, your login, and then you are into the online platform.
Yeah.
And from there, you can navigate. We have before you begin pages, and all of the course content is really easy to understand and to navigate through. The subscription is lifetime. So once you purchase it right now, you will always have access to both online courses, and we are making updates to them once they have new information, new videos. All of that content will be uploaded, and you will just always have access to it.
Yeah, imagine to have this lifetime. You can use these processes also for healing, because we have seen so much healing in these programs. My God, like people with cancer, people with arthritis, people with chronic fatigue, people with intense pain in their heads. I mean, you name it. So much miraculous healings that have happened. Yeah.
So Linda, you just bought it. You will be receiving the confirmation ASAP. You will likely receive the confirmation for the Akahi method first, and then you'll receive the Pranic Woman info, and then
welcome to the
can
journey.
Just begin. You can go through the content as you wish, inform yourself, choose which one you want to do first. It's up to you, but all of the information there is yours now.
Yeah, and of course, you will also get access to our private Facebook group.
Exactly.
So you can make us any question there you have any question about it, or any technique, or any day of the programs, Camila's or I, and we will be there with you. Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's also a really wonderful thing. You have all of the time mentorship from us and then the group, because in the group there are people who have already gone through the processes, who are going through them, and so there is a whole abundance of very rich information and beautiful people there. The promotions will be on just in the webinar, right?
Yeah, so this is your time. It's your time to
Yeah, we're actually like making a little more time for you because it seems like a lot of you are wanting to take advantage of the promo.
Yeah, $97 for this is very good price, because normally, the retreat is about $1,500, $1,000 and more. And so to have the opportunity to get this information for such a low price, and these techniques, these programs are going to influence your life in such a good way for healing, for evolution of your consciousness, to feel your spiritual strength, to clean your mind of all the overloaded thoughts, to clean your emotions from all the anxiety that is so overwhelming sometimes. To take you back to that place in which you feel okay with yourself, and you begin to love yourself.
So good.
Yeah. And now let's talk about something that we do also, because we haven't shared this yet. But for the people that is new to us, maybe it's the first time that you are in contact with us or receiving some information from us, let us tell you a little bit about what we have been doing in this world and teaching across the world. Yeah? This is some of the work that we have been doing around the world. So we started teaching this 9 years ago. We were backpackers traveling in South America. But then we discovered this, we shaped it. We were able to create these methods. And after that, we went traveling all over the world, as I mentioned before, many countries. This is some of the groups that we have been accompanying. These are kids that we still accompany. We support them in different ways in their artistic career. We had a kids project too, because we felt that to teach art to kids and to empower kids in an early age is the most important thing that we can do. So we have been doing social work for the last years. And as well teaching pranic living to people all around the world. Our workshops, our methods are based in these fundamental and scientifically proven tools. Breathing, we all know how important it is to breathe. There is so many books about it, so many techniques about the benefits of breathing and how good it is for our bodies to be conscious of the breath. As well, fasting is another element of our methods. And as you know, also fasting has been scientifically proven in many studies how good it is for the body to cleanse, to purify from the core. Yeah? And as well, we use energy. Energy is another element of our methods. We teach people how to connect with the energy, how to feel it. And I haven't shared that with you guys, how to feel the energy in the hands.
That's a little secret technique.
That's a little secret technique. That's for later, okay? But yeah, there is a way also how we can feel energy in our hands and pass it to other people and heal people. And actually in the 8-day process, in the video course, if you get the video course now, you are going to get all the class on how to heal with energy too, in which I will teach you step by step how to self-heal your body, and as well how you can heal other people with the prana without touching them, in person and also long distance. So that is also one of the great gifts of pranic living in the way how we teach it, that we can also heal people. And in the video course, you are going to learn that too, okay? So breathing, fasting, and energy are the 3 elements of our methods and courses. Yeah? Breatharian, it has amazing benefits. And you see, we have seen in our own bodies and in people all over the world. One of the first things that people is happy about it is because they save a lot of time in cooking, in working for the food, in buying the food. All it requires a lot of time. Cleaning, oh my God. You save also a lot of money Imagine all the money that you're going to save. So you better think about that too. By getting these video courses, you're going to save so much money on food by you learning these techniques. Yeah. As well, the benefits is to experience the food freedom and to eat only for pleasure.
Your body will absolutely take on a new shape and form as you burn fat and the deeper layers of toxicity that are adding additional weight to your body mass. And so these processes also help you to return to your natural body form, eliminating all of that excess baggage.
Yeah, you will just heal faster also. You will recover from any kind of disease very fast. You will also take back the control of your life, because we have control of our own energy. We have the control of our own life, because now we know where to put our energy. And by doing so, we begin to influence our life, our reality. Yeah, you align with your true potential. You feel aligned with yourself, with all your power, and you experience higher states of consciousness that are always ascending. When you become pranic, when you live on prana, your consciousness is always growing. Pranic living is the next step of human evolution. As you know, there is now electric cars, solar-powered homes, and the whole science is targeting the free energy. This is the same for human bodies. Pranic living, the next step in the human evolution, the free energy of state. So that human beings will be powered by nature's energy. Imagine that. It feels very natural, very simple, very logical to be powered by nature's energy, because it's already happening. Yeah. But when we are completely immersed into nature's energy, it gives us even more benefits. This is some of the experiments that we have done. As you see in the image to the left is before, and the image to the right is after. And just after 1 day in the 8-day process, just 1 day, notice how the chakras have been aligned, the chakras have grown, there is more energy, more strength in all the energetic systems, just after 1 day. So imagine 8 days being immersed in prana. Also, the energy body, the aura, it gets pure and beautiful and symmetric. Also notice the before and after. The orange is before, the purple is matching the optimal state. It's amazing how people gain energy. They have more energy even than before when they were eating. So this process is amazing. This is some experiments that have been done in the mind to see how these programs and the breathing techniques that we share change our brain waves and how they can improve the communication within our brain, to enhance the brain functions. A lot of increases in the alpha, beta waves of the brain has been shown.
As well as activation of certain parts of the brain that maybe are usually dormant.
Yeah. You see these high peaks. Those high peaks are the increased energy in the brain. In another opportunity, in another webinar that we will create in the future, we are going to go through all these science things, because I really want to do a webinar in which we really share all the info, because this is just a little bit. We have a lot of info and studies about the benefits of these programs. And this is some of our work. In June last year, we went viral. We went all over the world. There was an article about us that was translated to a lot of languages and went viral. So yeah, as you see, these are just small headlines of different newspapers that were kind of like, what, is that possible? But yeah, it is. And this is some of the events that we have been invited in the past. There are many more that are not in this slide, but just a little bit, so you guys know that we are into this. We have experience. We have done this for several years, and we have accompanied thousands of people in this evolutionary process to pranic living. I hope you are taking advantage of this unique and special offer that we're making. I know that you are enjoying the techniques, that you feel the energy in your body already, and that you are receiving the best of this webinar.
So wonderful to have this amazing, energizing, happy.
Yeah, and there is a lot of stuff that we would like to share with you guys, but the time passes so fast, and you know, when you're excited, when you're sharing your love, it passes even faster. So now,
also because it is so much information, we don't want to overload you. So that's why we'll take it little by little. Our intention is to inform in a way that is easy to understand, to inspire in a way that is also tangible and easy for you to embody, and to uplift, to create a happy community of beings around the world who know that what you do is powerful, to know that you by yourself are an amazing beacon of light for the world. And so if we can just inspire your happiness, even just a little bit, then we know that we've done a good job.
Thank you for coming and to participating with us. I hope we have clarified some of your questions or ideas about pranic living. We're gonna continue sharing with you guys. Keep tuned with us in our Facebook pages, our website pages. We're gonna have new events coming on. We will be traveling around the world, teaching the processes also.
Yeah, we just actually returned from Asia. We were in Asia, Taiwan and Hong Kong specifically in March, and it was awesome and amazing, and the seed has been planted there, so it is like explosive.
Okay, beautiful beings, once again, thank you for being here with us, for trusting us, for allowing us to be part of your experience here in this day. And we wish you the best, and continue being who you are. Don't change. Just love yourself and continue being that beautifulness that is your nature.
Sending you all the best, happy vibes, much love and success and beauty and smiles for your life today and always.
All the best, beautiful beings. So much love. Enjoy your life. Celebrate every day, because you are an amazing human being. Bye.
Ciao.